Why not?
And Halloween 3 is the dark horse of the franchise. It's its own
Well,
beast,
at one
right?
point, yeah. I was around. I was a kid at the time, and so I knew it really wasn't. I had not seen Halloween 1, or I guess I had seen them, but I didn't quite understand what it was. And at this point, there wasn't supposed to be a franchise. So
Hmm.
people were kind of like right now. People get upset when there's not enough Michael Myers. But
Right.
it's a solid film, and I think it found its footing. A couple of decades later.
Yeah, I agree with you. Don't you think Halloween 3 is not dissimilar to, I guess, the franchise at that point, Friday the 13th? Because Friday the 13th wasn't supposed to be all about Jason Voorhees. It was supposed to be a different thing, and then Jason took center stage, as did Michael Myers. So do you think they're
Yeah.
kind of similar in that regard?
A little bit, I think, and everybody knows that originally Deborah Hill and John Carpenter want to make a Halloween anthology series, which if Halloween 2 would have started that way, then that would have been fine. We wouldn't have everything that we have now, but
Hmm.
it could have turned into something else. But that would have also worn out its welcome.
I think so.
Yeah.
Fairly quickly, if you will. I'm going to share right now. This is Robert's page for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. As Robert mentioned, it reached its 40th anniversary on October 22nd. Um, and I've looked at this page a bunch of times, so I'm just going to let you tell me what to do.
Yeah. So, and these are just kind of the LA locations. I didn't go way up north for the Shamrock Factory location. So they shot some out of Selmar. Those bridges, they're still there. The gas station is still there. That gas station was also used in one of Hitchcock's last films, coincidentally enough. And I think that same film, it also used the Sierra Madre cemetery from the original Halloween. So there's
Oh, cool.
some connections there. So the Halloween 3 hospital, they used a couple different hospitals, but I had either just figured out or I can't remember uh, to one of these kind of exteriors that they used. And I went up there and I got some pictures through a fence, and it was kind of far away. And so I thought, oh, when I go back again in a couple months, I'll go I get a better shot. Maybe I'll jump the fence. I don't know. And I think the last shot will show you what it looked like. Oh, maybe not. But I think, the shot below. Um, that's what it looked like a couple months later.
Oh, there
it
it
was
is.
it was gone, and
Because it
now,
looks dilapidated here.
yeah, it wasn't doing too good. And but it still looked the same. You could match it up, and now there's houses exactly where you see that. So, and of
Oh.
course, good old Sierra Madre for Kirsten Court, where Dr. Chalice drinking and doctoring and
I just love
adultering.
I know. The last time I watched this movie, I think I texted you and I asked if this was the same street as uh in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Um
Yep.
and you confirmed, and I was very proud of myself for putting that together.
Just say I know locations now.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
can
budding
do
set jetter.
I can do Robert's job.
I
So it
could,
looks pretty much the same, and they're very used to Halloweenies coming up and taking a bunch of
yeah,
pictures. So, and
yeah.
you can grab ice cream in that TV store now.
Can you?
Yeah,
It's an
so
ice cream shop.
it is.
I love
I
it.
actually that's where during my 40th anniversary
Oh yeah,
tour,
floats.
that was my lunch.
Oh
That's
nice. Did you
that's
have
all
a
I had
float?
time for. I can't remember what I had. I just remember I just kind of scooped it down. So the Buccaneer Bar is still there. Actually, it's in a slightly different location, but they ported over a lot of the art and so forth. So there's me and Mr.
Oh,
Tom Atkins at the bar.
oh, that's awesome. What? Where is uh?
That's in Sierra Madre,
Sets?
like literally
Oh, it's in
200.
Sierra Madre.
Yep, 200 feet away from Kirsten Court. So
Oh, okay.
all in walking distance. So
Oh,
and random alley behind Vera's house from Friday the 13th Part 3.
oh, cool. Vera's house.
Yep, and then some random trick or treating shots of Ohio. I can't remember what one of them was. Of course, none of these are actually. One of them is Omaha, Nebraska.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The New York, they actually let me in to take some pictures, which was nice. So, but there's
Oh,
some
that's cool.
remodeling they had done and added some windows inside
Oh,
at the
nice.
time, but still recognizable. There's Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, there we go.
on Larchmont Boulevard, where they shoot a lot of stuff as well.
It can get away with it.
It looks like Omaha. It looks kind of like our old market here. So
Does it?
yeah.
You would buy it if you didn't know?
I think, yeah, right. When I was young, I was like, I can't believe they shot in Omaha. I know.
I
that
felt that way
place.
too when I first watched The Stand, which we always have to mention on every show.
Oh.
There's an inset scene. Do you remember Larry's in the tent?
Yes.
It says Pipersville, Pennsylvania, which my best friend lived there. It was like 10 minutes from me. And watching that in the early 90s, I'm like, oh my gosh, they filmed here? Why would they waste time with a tent here? No idea.
Why did I didn't know they shot here? So
Right.
but
Baton Rouge is not far from Omaha, here in LA.
So, yep, that's right off Larchmont Boulevard too, and I think the LA is actually in LA, of course.
Of course.
It'd
It'd be ironic if it weren't.
Yeah. And Seattle is also in LA, Santa Clarita.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a great page.
Thank you.
Where's this at? Phoenix, Arizona? It's
Phoenix, yeah.
Thomas. Nice.
And
it's a great page, by the way. I encourage the listeners to check it out at setjetter.com.
So a lot of fans have gone farther up north to see the Silver Shamrock factory and all that, but I have not.
What does the factory look like today?
It's been damaged, and I think it's about to be torn down or something, if I remember hearing something, because it is. I think they might have had some earthquake damage. So.
Oh, okay.
It may not be for much longer.
It really is damaged then.
Yeah.
All right.
Damaged goods.
How often do you revisit Halloween 3?
Not too often. I did do a quick rewatch on the anniversary because I thought,
When in Rome.
Yeah, I was like, I don't rewatch it that often, but hey, it's October.